If you zoom out far enough, a simple truth becomes obvious. The human body was built for frequent, low-friction movement. Not one big workout, not a single heroic effort, just small, well-timed signals spread across the day. That's how our ancestors lived, moving before they ate, moving after they ate, and moving in short bursts whenever the circumstances demanded it. Modern life broke that rhythm. We compress all our effort into a 45-minute workout, if we do anything at all, and then remain stationary for the remaining 23 hours. But your physiology still expects the older pattern. A little movement before meals, a little movement after meals, and brief strength demands sprinkled through the day. Recreating that rhythm doesn't require intensity, just intention. Hey there, it's me, Core, and you're listening to Exercising Consistency from Fitness to Flourishing. I've spoken before about the idea of exercising before you eat. It just makes sense when you look at how we evolved. For most of human history, we didn't wake up and open an app to get breakfast delivered. We woke up hungry, and then we had to go and get food. That meant movement came first. Walking, climbing, digging, tracking, carrying, swimming, whatever the circumstances demanded. We earned the meal through effort. Then we ate. So the pattern of move first, eat second isn't some modern fitness hack. It's a very old rhythm that's baked into us. This aligns with research on fasted exercise. Studies show that exercising before breakfast can double fat oxidation compared to exercising after a meal. It's been shown to improve insulin sensitivity more effectively than exercise after having been fed. There is a caveat. While fasted exercise burns more fat during the session, long-term weight loss depends more on your total daily energy balance, meaning you still need to eat sensibly. So, that's before you eat. There's another simple pattern that's worth adding. A good time to go for a walk is after you've eaten. According to the research, walking within 15 to 30 minutes of a meal significantly improves postprandial glucose handling. That's science speak for how your body handles blood sugar levels after you've eaten. Even a 2 to 5 minute light walk is enough to noticeably blunt blood sugar spikes. What's happening is your muscles act as a glucose sink, pulling sugar out of the bloodstream as you use them during the walk, which reduces the insulin load on your pancreas. In other words, it's a small habit that can make a meal land better in your system. And the best part is how practical it is. You don't need equipment, a gym, or a big block of time. Recently, I've been looking at another idea, doing tiny bursts of strength exercise twice a day. For example, push-ups on their own, squats on their own, or both together. Aim for 2 minutes, maybe only 60 seconds each to start. Depending on the speed of your movement, your strength, and your technique, you might be getting anywhere between 10 to 30 reps or more in that time. What's interesting is that this kind of work will build strength, but mostly on a neuromuscular level. That means you're improving the connection between your brain and your muscles. It's intense enough to wake the system up, but still low enough in total load that you're not tearing yourself up and needing 48 to 72 hours to recover. That matters because daily exercise is the goal, not daily annihilation, daily stimulation. When you hit the right window of effort, you get the benefit without constantly digging a recovery hole you can't climb out of. The research shows that brief, intense bursts of movement, like 60 seconds of squats, stimulate the nervous system and increase muscle readiness without causing the systemic fatigue of a full workout. The muscle priming effect and performance and metabolic benefits can persist for hours after the stimulus. So the strategy for these strength exercise bursts is simple. Do a quick session in the morning, then another one 8 to 10 hours later. Not right before bed. Give yourself a few hours before you sleep so you don't interfere with the body's wind down process. Just before supper in the evening works well. If you get up at 7 a.m., you could do your 2 minutes before breakfast, then repeat it before the last meal of the day. Add in a short walk after meals when you can, especially after bigger meals, and you've built a simple system that keeps you moving in a way that's realistic and consistent. This is the kind of approach I like. Small, repeatable habits that stack up. Move before you eat when it makes sense. Walk shortly after meals when you can. And use a twice a day, 2-minute strength routine. It's still important as an adult to meet the recommended 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity every week. But when times are tight and life is challenging, these minimum standards help you keep moving in some capacity every day. Most people don't need a harder plan. This research provides a minimum standard that's genuinely beneficial, and it's hard to argue with something you can actually stick to when necessary. Inside the Act Score Challenge community, I've put together a simple set of routines based on this research to help you build consistent daily movement without overcomplicating it. It's free to join. That's it for today. Catch you next time.